Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and we are going to be doing this card series with this fabulous Flamingo stamp set that is available in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. And if you guys are interested in any of the products that you see me use, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and my link is down below. It's TT.Scraps.StampinUp.net, and you can shop 24/7 to your heart's desire. So now that we have that little piece out of the way, I want to go ahead and make this card with you. We are going to be using, like I said, the fabulous Flamingo set, and we are going to be using the Flamingo, and I'm not sure which sentiment or what extras yet, but I know that we're using this cute Flamingo, and this is what we call a 2 Stampin' set. And this means that you use more than one stamp to make the image. So you can see how this is like the body of the Flamingo, and then this is the full body solid, and then this is the outline, and these are the outline of the legs. So you can piece these together to make a really neat image, and it can have different colors, which kind of makes it look neat when it's layered. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. We're also going to be using the Blushing Bride, the Flirty Flamingo, and the Basic Gray stamp pads, and some of Rhinestones, and some Whisper White, some Basic Black, and some Blushing Bride cardstock. So I've already cut it so it's down to size, and this is cut so it's an A2 sized card. And then I printed, or didn't print, I cut a piece of white cardstock to go on the inside of this so that it looks nice and gives you a place to write your sentiment or whatever you want to write, your little note. And I'm just attaching this with what is snail adhesive, but I have it in my ATG gun because I use so much. I have to purchase it in bulk. So I'm just going to put that right there on the inside of the card. The card is going to open like this, and then we're going to have this on the outside, and I'm going to go ahead and put that down. So this is cut so it is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, just 1/4 of an inch smaller on 2 of the sides so that it will fit perfectly with a little outline on the card base. And then I have this piece of cardstock. This is actually what we're going to stamp on. And then I have this piece of cardstock for the sentiment. I did not measure this piece of cardstock. I just eyeballed a piece of scrap, same with this one, so that I can use it for the Flamingo. Now, usually I say to stamp light to dark, so we are going to do that with this stamp set. And I also have out my Stampin' Scrub, which I've already squirted with the Stampin' Mist, but I might actually squirt it again. It was a little earlier today that I did that. So let me stamp this, or spray that again. So this has a wet side and then a dry side, and you can just clean the stamp this way with the wet side and then dry it with the dry side and put it away, and it will last you forever. So I put that on the side here so that I can use that. And then I have my block. I'm actually probably going to use this thicker block. And these stamps are clear so you can see right through them, which is exactly what we want. So the first stamp that I want to stamp is his little body, because I want that to be the lightest color. So I'm going to do the solid body. And the block size that I'm using is a size D. It is a 3 by 3. And if you want to put a piece of scrap paper or something underneath here so that you won't stamp on, you know, your table or whatever, that's a smart thing to do. So let me get out the Blushing Bride, which is the lightest color of pink that I'm going to be using. And sometimes these solid stamps, it's nice to have a little cushion underneath. So if you have like a mouse pad or something like that that you can put on, that's actually really nice to stamp on. I think I'm going to use this dry side of this mat. See how that works out for me. And I'm just going to center him-ish, kind of. and stamp. Perfect. Oh, we did not open. And I'm going to clean this off. And then I'm going to get my next lightest, which will be this one. If I can peel him off. And you know what? I may need a bigger stamp. Or a bigger block. I have this one, so I'm going to use this, I think, as long as I can see over it. So you'll line this up and I'm just going to put it somewhere that I can kind of see where I'm going to stamp. Okay, there we go. So now I want to open my Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to ink this guy up. And then I'm just going to line him up, and you can see right through your stamp block where it is that you want to put it. I'm a little bit off, but that's okay. It's hard to see with this block, but I'm not going to worry about it because I think it'll turn out just fine. So now the next one I'm going to do is his body, like the outline of his body, and I'm going to do that in my gray. This is just the basic gray. And I'm just going to put this down right on top. Now you do have to kind of get on top of it. So if you see my head, I am sorry. Oh, that's cute. It's a little bit off. The solid color one is a little off of the other two, but it still looks really cute. Hopefully you can see that. And if you're anal and you want to change it, then feel free. I just think it's all right, so I am leaving it. And then there's also an outline for his feet, which you may or may not choose to use. I think I'm gonna just try it. There we go, cute. And then I'm also going to figure out which sentiment I'd like. And I think I'm going to do this one that says, I love you kind of a lot. That's really cute. And you can see that I did it over toward one side right there. And I'll show you why I did that. Now I think I'm going to trim this just a little bit. Like I said, this was just a scrap piece of paper, so I'm going to trim it so that it's not so tall on his, there's not so much white on the top. So I'll do it like that. And we can go ahead and put the card together. I'm going to take my, I think the Blushing Bride. And just kind of ink up the edges. I'm not doing this edge because I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to do a little clip. Like that. There we go. I think I like it kind of like that. So I am going to put this one down, kind of cockeyed just because I think it's fun. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals and put a couple on here. Put it like that. And then I'm going to take some of my rhinestones. Oops, this one's jumping off. And there we go. There is our first card. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.